Please enjoy this session summary for PATINS Tech Expo 2022 with InSource.
Hello, my name is Amanda Gray and I'm with Scanning Pens. Scanning Pens is a wonderful company that supports literacy for struggling readers with all different types of tools. What I would like to share with you today is a little bit more about myself, our company, and then how these tools are really changing the lives of your students. So a little bit about myself. I'm a former teacher with a master's degree in curriculum and instruction. I've been in the assistive technology world for about 15 plus years now, and my contact information is on the screen, but I will share it again at the end. A little bit about Scanning Pens. Scanning Pens is a UK company that was established about 17 years ago, but we've now been in the United States for the past 5 years, and things are really taking off, especially over the past 2 years, with more students struggling at home, more parents needing additional tools, and students needing additional resources. So our two gentlemen on the side, Jack Churchill and Toby Sutton, started the company. Jack Churchill is the great-grandson of Winston Churchill, and he himself has dyslexia. What we're going to talk about during the workshop is a little bit more deeper dive into the reader pen itself. I'm going to share some key features and benefits, show you how different schools are using our pens, share some additional resources, and then make sure to answer any of your questions as we go. Now on the screen, you will see our family line of pens. We're primarily going to focus on the first one, which is the reader pen, but I will briefly touch on each additional one as we go. The reader pens, as well as our whole product line of family pens, uses audio. Audio helps promote literacy. And you can see by some of the statistics on the screen, we'll dive deeper during the presentation into this, but it will help increase reading accuracy by about 52% and comprehension by about 76%. Audio also promotes literacy because just like what you're doing now, 85% of what we learn by listening. This will help students who may be a few grade levels behind comprehend with some of their peers a little bit better. You can also see on the screen a few additional statistics and the impact of reading only 20 minutes a day. We currently are in our DEAR month. DEAR stands for Drop Everything and Read. It used to be known as Silent Sustained Reading. It's one of our initiatives at Scanning Pens that we really promote. So you can see a student who reads 20 minutes per day is exposed to 1.8 million words. If they're only exposed 5 minutes a day or 1 minute a day, how that decreases immensely. As I mentioned, we're primarily going to focus on the reader pen. If you do have any questions on anything else, please feel free to reach out to me. But with the reader pen, we have 5 main core areas. We have our text reader, our dictionary, our scan to file or scan to cursor if you're using Google Docs, Chromebooks, Microsoft Word. You can scan directly into any of these programs. We also have a recorder, which is great for oral reading fluency, or students may answer questions rather than typing them or writing them out. And then settings so that you can exam lock your pen down and use these for testing purposes. If your IEP or 504 for your students has text-to-speech or a portable text-to-speech device, this would be able to be used on testing. Now you can see on the screen multiple uses and connections. The one on the left is our reader pen with our carrying case and our earbuds. It does come with earbuds that plug directly into the back of the pen. So take it out of the box, plug it in to your earbuds and start scanning. In the middle, this is how you can use it with a computer and scan directly into a Word doc or a Google Doc. So students can create study guides, notes, all of those types of things. In the upper right, we have it plugged into a Bluetooth speaker. So if you have small groups, they can be doing reading circles or read alouds. And then in the bottom right, we have it plugged into a telecoil for some of your students that may have some hearing impairments. This would allow them to hear the pen a little bit better. Now I'm briefly going to talk about each pen quickly. And as I mentioned, any questions, feel free to reach out. The first one we'll dive deeper into in just a minute, but this is our most popular K-12, and that's what we just talked about with the 5 main key areas. The second is a Connect pen. We see this used a lot in higher ed or high school level students. This has a text reader and it runs with an app on your cell phone or on a computer. The next is a lingo pen. This has word-by-word translations up to 8 different languages. So a student can scan something in English and then convert it word by word into their language that they're most comfortable with. The next one is a Reader Pen Secure. Great for your career tech education students. It can be HIPAA compliant. So if they're in the dental field or in the medical field and they need to scan a patient chart, this is a great way that they can scan it because there's no internal memory and you don't have to worry about anything being saved on the device itself. The last one is covered up by my picture here, but this is our exam reader. This has text only. So it's our text reader. It has none of the other additional features, and this is more for assessments and testing purposes if you want something just specifically for that. Now, recently, we've already also created some additional resources for you. We have our Helping Hands Detective Agency, which gets schools and students more comfortable with how to use the pen and different activities such as the dictionary or scanning languages, or even our recorder. So it becomes a great resource for students to become familiar and very comfortable with using the pen. We are also going to dive deep into different funding ideas because we know times are a little bit tough, but there are some funding features that we will share with you so that if you do want to invest in the pens, this is a great way that you can do that. Lastly, we'll go over some of our case studies or our testimonials and share some brief videos with you about some of our students that are using the pens worldwide. We have Kevin and Louise who are in 4th and 5th grade. We have our tech panel that actually has tried this. Spencer, Chris, and Bridget speak briefly with you on that. And lastly, I'll share how you can have a 30-day free trial for students or your school district. What we do is we send you out a brand new free pen. You try it with your students. At the end, you can decide to keep it, quickly pay the invoice, or you can contact us and we will ship that pen back for you. Hope we'll see you at PATINS 2022. And again, my name is Amanda Gray, and I look forward to working more with you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Please follow the PATINS project and InSource on the web.